So in Xero, you've got a quoting tool which will help you send quotes to your clients. And it's actually a really nice workflow. So I'm just going to show you how it works. So if you go to business and quotes, or you can pop over here and do new quote. You can also come into here, but that's a little bit of a longer way of doing it. So I'd either do it from here or business and quotes. And then you come into the quoting screen. You can also go into sales overview, and this gives you the overview of all your sales. Again, I'm just going to hide the help bit. So it gives you everything. So you've got your invoices and your quotes here all together, and then you can go into quotes as well here. So when you're in quotes, you can see all of your quotes, your draft, sent, declined, accepted, invoiced. So let's do a new quote, and I can show you the workflow through from start to finish. So we are going to send Pink Pig Financials a quote. Actually, no, we're not. Yes, we are. We're going to send Pink Pig. I was just trying to work out about emails, but that's fine. I'll change the email when we do it. So we can send here. We're issuing it today, and it expires in 30 days. You can change that if you want to, so you can change it here, or you can pick another date. It'll automatically do the quote number, so it's picked it up from the invoice settings, the next one. If you're doing like a set job or something, you can put a reference number in here or reference things. So you can put a project name or something like that. Change the currency if you are multi-currency business. You can change the branding theme. So the branding themes we did before, you can change the branding theme here. You can also, if you're using projects, you can also add it to a project. And you can change if you want it tax exclusive or inclusive. I always, when it's business to business, I always leave it as exclusive because you want to see the breakdown, and you probably sell in plus VAT pricing, so you want to know the net. So where we did the products and services previously, you can then come in here and pick that, and it automatically pre-populates. You can still add additional text for year ending March 24, and it automatically pops in the price, which again you can change if you need to. Pops in the account, tax rate. And do you remember when we did the tracking categories? This is where you can pop in the tracking categories. Put my teeth back in. So we're going to do East Side, and we're going to put it as sales department. You can also, so if you pre-populated some template terms, they'll be in here, but you can also add in more terms here. You can also attach files. So this is really good if it's something physical you're sending over. So you could send over a picture of the item. You could say you're a construction worker and you've got floor plans, or you're an interior designer and you've got some mood board. You can send over some examples or the floor plans from the job that you're doing or anything like that. You can run wild with this, but you can attach files. And when you're happy with it, you can save it and you can come back to it. So if we go back into quotes, you can see now that quote I've done is sitting in draft as well as all. So it's sitting in draft. And then you can go back in, you can change it, you can adjust it, you can do whatever you need to. And then when you're happy, you can send it, or you can mark it as sent. So potentially if you've sent it in a different way, you can do it like that, but I would particularly prefer just to use the send, because then you get to use the whole workflow and it's a lot nicer. You can also add in a title of the quote and a summary if there's extra bits you want to put in. So you could do like a summary of the job, phase one of the building plan, or phase one of the design plan, or whatever it is. But yeah, you can pop different bits and pieces in there. So when you're happy with it and you're ready to send it, click on send. And this is where you've got your template that you set up previously. So we've got some email addresses in here. I'm just going to send it to a different email address so you can see the full workflow. Big. And you can send it to other people as well if you want. You can change anything in here that you want to as well to personalize it. There's only the one template for quotes, so it's just going to be the one that you can do, that you can send. But if you had multiple quote templates, then you can choose the one you want from here. You can insert the placeholders, you can add extra bits and pieces in, you can play around with it. You can also do send me a copy if you want a copy of it to go to your inbox, but you can always see this. It's more probably if you've got specific wording in here that you want to be able to keep on record, because you won't be able to re-find this again in Xero. So if you've put something specific in here that you want to be able to see, then you want to keep it in your email inbox, then I would recommend sending yourself a copy. Or it could be, for example, if you've got a CRM system and automatically any emails that come in can get pinged to your clients, you may want to then use that as well so that it pings and attaches to your client record in your CRM system. And we're going to send it. And then we're going to jump into email so we can see what it looks like from the client side. So here we are in our inbox and you can see the emails come in. So click on it. Good old Gmail. And you can see that's the template we sent. You've got a quote attached, so you've got the PDF version of it attached there. But this is the fun bit. And I might be really sad by saying this, but I do find it quite fun. I love this workflow. So if they click on here, it takes them to the online invoice, the online quote, sorry. And they can see all the same information again, and you've got your company details and everything there. They can download a quote. They can ask a question about it, so they can do this, and that will then get emailed to your email address. They can also accept or decline, which again I love, because they can just literally click accept to say they want to do it. So that's it, quote accepted. And then let's look at the next stage. So the bit I forgot to show you in between, but once it got sent, it would have gone from draft into sent. So it would have been in your sent folder or your sent list of quotes. And it will show the status of it that it's been sent. It's now been accepted, so it comes into here. You'll also get an email to confirm it's been accepted. So it's now been accepted. So you do the work, and happy days, everything's finished. So once you are finished and you're ready to invoice it, you just click onto here, create invoice, and you mark it as invoiced as well. Create the invoice. And what it does is it takes you into invoicing. We are in the old version, so I'm just going to switch to the new version so you can see that from day one, because that's what you'll mostly be using. So it's taken us into the new and raised the invoice for us already. So it's already populated everything, put in our standard due dates, but again, we can change this if we need to. And it's giving you all the different ones, or you can just pick a date. It's already done the invoice number. It's brought forward the reference from the quote. It's brought all the details in from the quote. And down here again, you can add some notes or history. You can attach files again. So maybe once you've completed the work, you can attach a picture of completed work. If you get, for example, if you are somebody that goes on site for the call out and you have like a call out log or something that the customer signs at the end to say they're happy it's completed, you can attach a copy of that to it. You can do everything you want to it, really. You've also got the history and notes here, so you can see that it was created and then copied from a quote. Sorry, it goes down. It was copied from a quote and created by me. You can also add other notes in. So you can add in if you've agreed, for example, if you've changed in the due date, you could put that you've agreed a special terms for this or anything, just so that if anybody else looks at it, they know what's going on. You can also, as a reminder for you, because our brains are full of many, many things, so it's quite easy to forget what's going on. So you can add any notes to it as well that you need to. Could even be that you've spoken to them and they've agreed they're going to pay on completion or receipt, so you can pop that in as well, so you've got it there. And then you can save it and close it as a draft, or you can approve it and email it to your customer. So we're just going to approve it, and that's ready to go out to the right people. And we'd normally press send. I'm not going to, just because I'm going to cover all of this in when we go through invoicing, but I just wanted to show you the full workflow from start to finish with quotes, because I think it's a really cool workflow, and it will just save you so much time having to recopy all that information, and it's just nice and easy for your customer to accept, decline, ask any questions, and you can adjust the quote and resend it and things like that as well. So yeah, and just to finish off the quoting, so if we now go back into quotes, onto here, see all, you can now see that quote has been moved over to invoice, and you can see the status is invoiced here. So then you can use it and copy it to a new quote or anything else if you need to. So yeah, that's really cool as well. So yeah, it's never going to be lost unless you actually delete it. It will stay there. So it means you can always go back to it in previous times as well. And if you actually click into the customer, into contacts, pick, you can see here it's got invoices owed and it's got the credit limit and everything, but you can see now all the documents are here, but you've got invoices and you've got quotes. Again, you can come to their company record and you see it. And then you can also do an on-quote summary if you want to and look at all of the quotes if there's more. But yeah, it's really easy then to come back and see all the details. So that's quoting.